was me, Dirtbag, Scotty, BA Kid, Jesse,
Nero.
Antonio Rivera, Nero, and Tim Arson happened to show up.
He showed up after the show.
Right at the end. I said, how'd you even get in here? He said, so he came to the bar, everything. We're ordering food, and there's this woman, a homeless woman, sitting against, if you know the garden, there's like concrete barriers around it. She's sitting there sleeping. Here comes Tim Arson, like Triple H. Ugh, sell it. And he's stomping this woman. I turned around, I couldn't believe it. Me and Nero were laughing so hard I almost fell on the floor. He pulls this woman by her legs and puts her in the walls of Jericho. She's like, I don't even know who you are. And he's fucking work punching her. I mean, he's not really hitting her, but people on the street don't know what the fuck is going on. The BA Kid's got his fucking digital camera right in her face. The hell, 7 years ago. And I know she ended up pulling Timmy's fucking, she ripped his pants. And then he put her in the sharpshooter, and it was just some. That video is up too. You can find that video.
This is terrible. It's really just abusing people on the street. I have fond memories of Timmy. That's not one of the fond ones. I will say I woke up the next morning and this video was all over the place. And I called you and I go, are you fucking serious?
Dude, that was one of the funniest things I've ever... Then we're walking down the street, and Dan's got some guys, the guy's passed out with his pants down. And Dan's trying to take a cigarette and put it in his ass. I don't know, what the fuck? Timmy walked away at that point because his pants were ripped from that woman. Another Tim Arson story.
Can we focus on a good Tim Arson story more? Can we focus on more stories of you getting punched in the face?
Well,
what about the Gene Snitsky story?
So
here we go.
So we went to this place called the Waterloo or something like that. It's on the east side, Upper East
If this
side.
isn't the site, another one that I have to remind you of.
So, we had no business in this fucking bar. This wasn't the Red Rock. This was a nice place, and I think Phil Friedman was
PJ Friedman. He wrestled in the mid 2000s all over the place, Japan, the US. He was had a couple shots with MLW. If anybody remembers MLW,
he was also in NXT or FCW. Anyway,
yeah,
his girlfriend was guest bartending at this bar, and he invited all down there. Everybody's Red, Bobby, Wine, Sergeant Payne, Smooth Me, Timmy, and I don't know what fucking happened. The place was fucking packed. You couldn't even move in there. But Timmy was farting. Timmy was farting.
That's what
he smelled like a sewer. And he was talking to these girls, and they didn't want to be bothered him, so he started farting them. They would get disgusted. The owner was getting disgusted because it stunk in there. He would call me over, Joe, come over here. I was like, oh. I mean, it was horrible how bad this fucking... So the owner's like, that's it. I've had enough of you. Get out. So he's yelling. You know, when Timmy yells, that vein just fucking... like he's going to have a stroke. So, of course, me...
What do you mean?
I pushed the guy. Now they're dragging... I think Phil dragged Timmy out. Because Phil's like, you guys would kill this guy. It was all you guys... He had no bouncers, no security. And once you start one of us, it was like a Pier 6 brawl. So the guy's buddy gets in my face, and I pull over his shirt like a hockey fight. And I'm fucking in. The other guy hits me. Wine Jeremy jumps off the fucking bar stool on the fucking guy. Phil Friedman drags me out. He's like, you okay? I said, yeah. What'd you drag me out for? He goes, you can fucking wreck this place. So I'm outside. There's Timmy with his pants around his ankles now. In the fucking, it's like one of those full, French doors with the windows, you know. And he's like, and as I smoked at the time, he goes, Joe, you got a cigarette? I said, yeah, here you go. Now you got me smoking. I don't even want to smoke tonight. So now we're all out. Now we're all getting thrown out one at a time. Timmy's fucking dick's out, fucking swaying out in the fucking middle of First Avenue. And I think Timmy or somebody went and did the old Sid Vicious thing when he got on his knees. And Snitsky and his girlfriend walk out. And he's just like, I'm like embarrassed. This is bad. Then him and Smooth go into the pizzeria, sort of fighting there with somebody. We all end up at the Red Rock at the end of the night. Another fun Timmy Arson story.
Joey B gets punched, sorry.
Well, that was because
Timmy was starting shit.
And I defend my friends. I don't give a fuck. Right or wrong. What the fuck else, you know. What are you going to ask me? The fucking bachelor party story at the Red Rock? The reason why that place is no longer around?
Let's go with that.
So Timmy's getting married in Puerto Rico. But a bunch of us, we're going to have Thank you. A bunch of us go to the Red Rock for Timmy's bachelor party. Again, me, Juan, I think it was Jorge Santi. This is the end of the night. We went a bunch of places first. Flex and Joe, I think, met up with us later. Whatever. Night's winding down. The Red Rock's empty now. You can walk in there now. So we come from the back of the bar. We always hang out on the side. There's a woman or a girl with her boyfriend. And Timmy's, there he is. I told you to do it again. I'm like, what are you doing now? And the boyfriend's like, she's not doing it. I don't know what she did, but she's not doing it again. Maybe she did something. I don't know. He wanted to see a trick. I said, do it again. And the guy's getting mad now. He's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. So Timmy's like, all right. Oh, no, we started chanting one more time. And then she didn't do it, so Timmy's like, hold on. He's like, give me a drink. Takes a drink, throws right in the guy's face. You can imagine what happens next. Fucking fists off flying. Bouncers jumping over the fucking bar. Guys we knew. Grabbing him. They say on film, PJ Friedman was a bouncer, that they had me taking a bar stool and throwing it across the bar. I never did that. I don't know why they think they have that. I never did that. I threw a punch, and it landed. I didn't see who I hit. I just threw a punch at somebody, a guy, and it landed somewhere. Whatever. So Joe Delicious or Flex is grabbing Timmy, and Joe's a big, strong. So is Flex. Both big, strong guys. It's like a bull in the China. He throwing these guys. And we all go outside, start walking around the back to the back door. People coming out the back. All hell's breaking loose in there. Some girl comes out, looks like the Joker, Jack Nicholson with the blood coming down her face. How the fuck? I said, oh my god. I said, let's get the fuck out of here, because I'm sure that's where that fucking punch landed. Not on purpose, that's what happened. And I think she sued the Red Rock, and that was the end of the Red Rock West after that. So for the guys that loved going there every Saturday night, that bar is gone. I don't know, I'm sure that place had other issues. If anybody knows the Red Rock West, I think there's documentaries on YouTube. Puerto Rico, time for Timmy's wedding.
We told you this was going to get fun today.
The night before, and this is where I don't want to really get into Timmy stories. I don't know. I've only been to Puerto Rico once. I don't know if it's a lawless land where there's no last call or anything like that. But the bar didn't close. So I was like, all right, we're all hanging. It was me, Red, Sherry, who played one of the Gina Nicoles here,
one
Smooth,
of the 1,000 Gina Nicoles,
and Timmy. Timmy's night before his wedding, being Timmy. We're all, having some fun, and that night ended. I think we left Timmy at the bar, and I walked back.
Leave the grill at the bar.
I left Red there too. I left Red there.
Red's a different story. I'd have left Red on the island.
Now, but he was staying. Me and Sherry had the room, and Red was standing next to us. Mike didn't want to stay in a hotel. He stayed somewhere else. Pete Simmons was with us too. And I was like, dude, I go, you married? It's fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. We're walking back. I'm terrified of this fucking area. I get up the next morning. I go out and see where Red is. Red's door is wide open. He's passed out on the bed. What happened with Timmy? He went home with some girl. I said, wow. The fucking next day is his wedding day. Get up next day, there's Timmy at this fucking place next door. I guess he knew because he was living in Puerto Rico for a while. Eating fucking like nothing happened. I said, you're right. He's like, I'm good. He's like, that fucking Smooth, man. He goes, this guy's fucking drinking right now. He's better getting his suit tux on because we got to get going. I'm like, you're bitching at him? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Tim Larson.
I've always had good interactions with Tim.
Like I said, before he passed away, at least we made peace.
Tim was
and I choose to, and I said this to you once before, I go, all the shit that happened, and it was fucked up shit between me and him, but I choose to remember the good times, because I had a lot of good times with him. Not just the Gleasons and the Red Rock, but he's a guy that's been in my home before I had my pool put in, or I didn't have my concrete in the back, you know how my yard is. I wanted to have a party for 4th of July, so I did it at my mom's, and Timmy came, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, my mom's house was a party house too. 3 o'clock in the morning, there's Timmy going into the bar there. And my cousins were like, oh, here's the captain, because he was fucking just taking Captain Morgan, and making some strong-ass drinks. It's Tim Morrison. Tim Morrison lived fast.
What ticks Joe off this week? You missed it earlier, Zeno, when he was talking about being scammed by the belt fella.
There were tons of.
I'll be a little bit of time. I'd like to throw in on my favorite Joey B. Rib story.
Is this with Tim Morrison, or is this a separate one?
No, this is a separate one from Tim Morrison. People always ask me, like, your favorite rib story. So my favorite rib story ever I was really pissed at the time, but in retrospect, I think Joey B definitely gets, 2 thumbs up from me for this one. So, a number of years back, I'm sitting at my now ex-girlfriend's house, then was dating her, and I get a call from a number that I don't know. And I ask, hello? Hey, hello. This is so-and-so. You will. This is so-and-so. What are you saying, Zeno?
No, we're waiting,
Still waiting. I was given your number from Joey B. And I have a proposition for you. So, okay, what's your proposition? So I'm researching. See?
now I know.
And I'm writing
this
a
is
book.
about Jason Cross?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm writing a book and trying to explain them to me, but the gimmick, again, trying to condense like what was an hour-long conversation with this guy into a few minutes here is he wanted to pay me to slap me in the face.
$1 a slap.
Well, it was negotiable.
Oh.
He was willing to pay more than $1 depending on what he was doing. And he said nothing about this was sexual, nothing about this was weird. He was a married man, but he's writing a book and he just wants someone to slap multiple times. Whatever. I'm not taking the bait on this. I'm genuinely freaked out, but I'm just trying to sell a bit for it to kind of see what the hell's going on. Which then turns into he's possibly looking for a manservant.
A gentleman's gentleman.
Exactly, a gentleman's gentleman, as he put it. Which legit, Eric Adams tuned in. Eric Adams joined right in on the story. So, a gentleman's gentleman is what he wanted. And I'm like, I'll get back to you, we'll talk in a bit. I call up Joe, and I don't think I've ever been so angry. Joe, what the fuck did you do? You gave this number to this fucking freak. This creep is calling me. He has my number. He has my contacts. I'm sitting here at my girlfriend's house freaked out because I got a fucking weirdo, who wants to slap the shit out of me for money.
Real quick, if anybody has Tim Arson stories, Eric Adams is definitely one of the guys that...
Yeah, I think at some point we need Eric Adams on the phone. Well, maybe next week, because I'll have a new phone. We'll be able to do it. And he can call and give his Tim Arson stories on the phone. So I'm freaked out, and Joe's laughing his ass off on the phone about this fucking freak who wants to slap me. At the time, we had a radio show, not too different from this, but a lot more.
Oh, it was a lot different.
Well,
it was
speaking our minds, but
different.
A lot of shit talking, a lot of.
It was Howard Stern meets Warriors of Wrestling.
Meets Opie and Anthony meets fucking.
So what happened
Craziness.
was, of course, we go on the air and I tell the story of what I did to Jake, but more importantly...
And I'm on the air, I'm telling the story, too, about how freaked out I am by this freaky dude.
So Kinky calls him, and we're like, let's fucking call this guy. And Kinky, the whole 3-hour episode is on this guy, and Kinky's like, I'm into this, Joey B gave me a number. And the guy's like, well, can I see a picture of you? And he goes, go to Warriors of Wrestling.
Wait. So, beyond just that... We're going in, and Kinky, of course, is the master of any kind of phone calls like this, where he knows how to fucking push the right buttons and play right along with these people. So he's feeding into this guy with all the information that Joe gave him and I gave him of oh yeah, I'm interested. What are you looking to do? And gets the whole story and gets more of the story and gets the gentleman stuff and all this gets all the information from the guy and is like, yeah, I'm totally gung ho about this. I want to do this. How do we set it up? Well, that's when he goes, well, can I see a picture of you? And Kinky goes, yeah, go on warriorsofwrestling.com and check me out. My name is Jason Cross.
Jason Cross at this point is not listening. I guess he's probably sleeping.
Yeah.
But all the guys on Facebook are writing all kinds of stuff. I don't remember. I mean, this is how many years ago?
Well, it was Jason was... we'll get in that. Jason was tagged...
I don't remember what his name was.
In all these statuses on Facebook.
And Cross what the fuck's going on?
Cross wakes up,
livid.
He calls me, he's like, what the fuck is going on? And I go, dude, you need to listen to the radio. And he lost his mind. It was sold that it was Jason Cross. And this guy lit up when he heard it was, oh.
I remember I was like, shit, I need some money. Tony was pissed. He's like, I'll pay you that. Don't go get your face smacked around by this guy. Well, then Kinky starts talking about him spanking him, and the guy's like, well, I never really did spanking before. Because, like I said, we just needed content, which we never had.
Again, Kinky played into this guy so fucking wonderfully. And just, he just got, so much content out of this dude. It was ridiculous. But yeah, so Jason Cross wakes up, and then this guy had let us know that he was going to be at the upcoming Warriors of Wrestling show.
And I think I kind of spotted him.
Well, we did because we knew what he looked like.
And he was sitting right near the entrance with